Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Cobblemon adventures. It is I, Xilestar, and today. Okay, so let's go continue looking for the Pokemon that I really want. And yeah, pretty much. I don't really think there's much else that we really need to start with. Let's go Staraptor. Let's go and fly around. So the Pokemon we're trying to find, okay, so the Pokemon I'm trying to find is Charcadet. Now, Charcadet can be found. No, what's the button for it? Is it? No, I have it connected to my mouse. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So like in order to find Charcadet, you need to go find a ruined portal, apparently in the overworld, which is what we were trying to find. I think near the end of last time, which I remember we found a few, but I don't remember exactly where they were. And instead of me just going through the map, which, as you can see, just keeps on getting bigger and bigger as we continue to explore the world, right? Like, look at this. I know we kind of try and get a good lay of the land kind of thing, though. Like this is pretty much where we went to the Mage Tower kind of thing. As you can see, we kind of circled around a little bit. And even like over here, and I think that's a floating island. Oh yeah, it is a floating island. And even like over here, right? Like even here, like this is where we pretty much are, right? And then here's our little raft lab thing. Like that's what I mean. Like we're currently doing a lot of like adventuring kind of thing. I just wanted to check. I don't know if I said this before, but yeah, I'm running with the better F3 one. And I'm just trying to get a good lay of the land in terms of frame rate. Yep, okay. Doing pretty well. Oh, I usually have my frame rate uncapped. I found out that that's actually potentially very harmful for your frame rate. Depending on, well, at least for Minecraft it is. Always put a capped frame rate. Unless your computer is fine with it, right? Mine's fine. It's just like if I do it with a cap frame rate close to the cap, which is 250, but I like 240, makes more sense to me. Because it's like 4 times 60, right? So it makes sense, right? But at least for me, when I put it at 240, I find that the game is a little bit more stable in keeping the frame rate really good, right? Because if I go uncapped, I feel like my computer is over the threshold and is trying to give me as much frame rate as much as possible, which is making my computer very sad. So instead, I'd rather just not worry about that and do it and just, you know, play the game like the game for what it is kind of thing. We're still just finding new stuff. Yeah. I wonder if something's preventing Cobblemon like from like spawning a lot of like Pokemon around kind of thing. Because Pixelmon was like abundant with them. Like you would find like a whole bunch of them. Meanwhile, for Cobblemon, I'm barely seeing anything. And I wonder if that's the cause of it. I don't know, it's really weird. Got some more medicinal herbs though. And we do need to unpack the backpack as well. That would be very helpful to unpack all this back at the base. I want to wait until I find a ruined portal, switch my current locale to that, and then just start trying to camp around it for Charcadet. I wonder how the game, or how the Cobblemon mod itself figures out that a location is like a ruined portal. Like, is there a way for the game? I guess there kind of is. Yeah, since the last time, I've pretty much mostly finished You know, since there's nothing really to talk about, I'll just talk about other stuff, just so it's much easier for me just to talk about that stuff. I don't. Here's the thing, though. Like, I don't like doing that, like talking about like a different series, because you're here for the Minecraft Cobblemon thing, right? Like, you're not here to watch me play this and then listen to me talk about Enderal or Oblivion or like whatever, right? You're here to watch this and me to be like fully on topic with what we're currently doing, right? But yet it's also weird because like I find that there's nothing really to talk about. Like, you can clearly see what I'm seeing here, and yet it's like there's nothing interesting going on. So, you know, just to give me something to talk about pretty much while we're going through the world, I'm just gonna go talk about something that is happening to the channel in a way, right? So, and I think I kind of did that with Pixelmon as well. Just use that series mostly as a way to sort of like be able to like unload some of the things that I've been thinking about, or even just like being able to just say what I'm thinking at the current moment, kind of thing. Or even just to give like a brief update somewhere along the lines, right? So it's like, okay, I can think of it, right? Cool. I'm guessing this is it. Yeah. I think this is where Xerneas would spawn in the one mod, but hasn't spawned. Okay. So yeah, so as of right now, Sanctria's I'm not even working on it anymore. It's not finished, but I'm currently trying to devote all my focus onto my Oblivion mod right now. I've nearly finished. I say that with like with confident that I'll be finished by like the end of the week kind of thing. The reason why is because majority of the things that are for the mod have now been already isolated. I just need to apply my ideas to items kind of thing and just do some simple little editing here and there and make the items that do not have the right tags have the proper tags. So like having like a pitcher that's supposed to contain like a drink or something like that, not being able so you can lift it around and throw it across the room kind of thing. That kind of thing. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that I really need to work on. The other thing is that I gotta figure out how to do the one thing that I really liked about the original like vanilla houses in Oblivion, where I don't know if it's a setting that they have with the houses itself or if it's something else that's hidden behind the scenes. But when you pick up an apple or you pick up a plate kind of thing, if you wait a certain amount of time in game, the table or wherever it was set upon will reset and have that plate or that apple back there. So what I want to do is I want to figure out, how do I do that? How do I make those items respawn like that? Because that would make my idea a lot better for just me using it overall. And plus, I want to make sure that the area is much bigger, so that way, though, when we do more mod playthroughs into the future, when Enderal is finished, I can confidently say for a fact that, like, hey, yeah, by the way, we can clearly add this item to the random like shelving unit that I have specifically there, so we can do whatever we need to do for that. Like, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to be able to showcase everything that we've done. And the only thing that I can't do right now is like, and the only thing that I can't do is I can't wrap my head around trying to be able to do it perfectly. So I think I've said this before, way early on. I think I even showcased the mod that I was trying to, I don't want to say take over, that I was trying to copy everything over so I can use it for my own purposes. So the original mod, Therian, I wanted to copy everything that it had and then change it to my specifications. Because the original mod, Therian, was around an area that I myself didn't like. I didn't like it. So I wanted to change it for my own specifications. Because the way that it was being done was that it was trying to use an in-game area to show off an area that could have been in a world space or in its own general, like, own location kind of thing, instead of reusing a vanilla location for its specifications. So instead, I was going to do that for myself. I was going to take whatever it had and I was going to move it to a different area for me to enjoy. You know what the problem became? The problem became of how long it took me. It took me like weeks to get to the stage that I was at. And it could have been, and the time that it took could have been halved if I knew for a fact that I could load up 2 instances of the mod software that I was using. Because at that time, I was like, curse this software for being too old, that I can't have two of it. So I can work on one while copying the information from the other. So I can grab the original mod, put it to the side, and grab whatever I need and put it to the side as well. I can't do that. A few months ago, I found out that, yes, you can. Apparently, I didn't do as much research as I thought I did, because apparently there is no YouTube videos on how to show this. But there are. I think I remember looking it up too. I don't remember just looking on YouTube. I remember looking it up like everywhere and I couldn't find it. But yet all of a sudden I can find it now. It's really strange. And I don't know why all of a sudden I can find it now of all places, but you know what? Whatever, it's fine. I found it. I was able to use it to my advantage, and you know what? It actually makes the new idea that I have much simpler. Now, will I go back and do what I originally wanted to do with Therian? Maybe. Maybe I'll do something different. But for right now, I want to do my new idea more, and then if I like it more, maybe I'll keep it. But if I still want to do the Therian idea, I can. It's still an option. Actually, I wanted to show something off. I found this out last time. If you go under advancements, you can find out which ones you still need. I didn't know this, so I don't need to keep track of it. So I just need cyan and ooh. Aww. That was a rare dirt block, though. I thought it might stay if I took the thing. It's fine. Anyway, but that's what I was thinking though. Was like I just want to be able to have all the items like in my disposal kind of thing. And even just like doing all the cool things that I want to do right now, though, it's going to take at least some time, though. And so I'm trying to use all this time to try and prepare videos so that way, though, when the next month rolls around, I can be able to confidently say, hey, look, I can devote a lot of time to this. And you guys still get your videos while I get the time I need to finish it off. The only thing is that I wish I had either more experience doing world building in the in the construction set than I did with the scripting and being able to just being able to balance all the items stats to what I feel like it should be, kind of thing. And eventually what I want to do is that when I get into like a better setup kind of thing where I can literally just live stream like everything kind of thing that I'm currently doing, I want to be able to add a plethora of spells that we come up with on stream and that we can put it into sort of like a... I don't want to attach them to items necessarily. I'd rather them be attached to their own spell tome. And if they're that crazy kind of thing, we'll make it into a thing where like it'll be sort of like a part of the kit kind of thing. So like if we can find a better way to upgrade, let's say, a healing spell from a kit that was already created. Wow, this is a huge biome. Like a kit that was already created, like let's say we're able to make a better healing than what is currently on one of my items to be more representative to what that set does, then I would love for that to be a thing. I would love for us to be able to use that new spell for it. But I think just keeping everything as a separate entity in that case. So having them having their own spell tomes instead would be a safer alternative. And it doesn't have to be spells. It can be potions too. I didn't really do much dabbling into potions and poisons. I think I only made like 1 poison and 3 potions, and that was it. And the one thing that I do want to do is I want to make my own sort of like skooma thing that's just going to be like skooma, but slightly stronger. That's all it's going to be. It's nothing too special. Can you just stay in, please? Come on, you're Hariyama. You're not. You shouldn't have that high of a catch rate. Or low of a catch rate. There you go. But again, though, like, we can do anything that, like, we really need. Like, if I need, let's say, more custom item ideas kind of thing, we can come up with something. But mostly, it's just, like, I want to have, like, sort of, like, as many spells as possible that people can come up with that are just random. That are just something that's, like, I didn't think of that. Right? Like, that's something that's out of this world kind of thing. It's the same thing with, like, how I tried to make a lot of the Dark King scripts being. Like, the whole battle, health, magic, and fatigue thing, that's not necessarily new. That's just taking some already existing functionality in a way and just making it better. Or making it be more selective kind of thing. The same idea goes with the whole... like spell, like not the spells, the speed script. There's like some mods that do that to help the player be slow when they walk, so they're not like they're not running off of what do you call it? They're not running off of a cliff, kind of thing, by trying to go down a simple set of stairs. Or even, let's say, but there are some things that are of mine that I find that are very unique, though. The random defensive bonus that at the start of battle, it gives you a random effect. I haven't seen that done before, but I also don't want to say that it's unique entirely because somebody else could have made something that I just haven't seen. Because as my normal sort of like... Because for my hold on, I'm trying to remember where I was at. For my where was I? Where was my train of thought? I know that if I look back at the video, I'll remember where it was, but I don't want to stop recording because then it's going to make editing this a lot harder. Because I'm so used to it being one giant file instead of like two files. Because I know that I'm going to end up changing the audio levels, which means that the smaller videos are going to get their audio levels changed, and I'd rather not do that. But yeah, but I want the mod to be sort of like inclusive kind of thing. So it's not like it's just me, it's like everybody else can do it though. And I want to have it so that though like all the spells are a separate ESP file. Which I can do that. Because all of the items that are inclusive, like the spell tomes, are all based on the ESM. Their scripts, however, are based in the ESP file that I use mainly for it. Is it blue that I need? Blue another one I need? I don't know. Is blue another one? No, it's cyan or green. And I think we should probably start I think I should just like put a teleport point here and then just go back home. But yeah, but even like having custom enchanted weapons or even just like rings or necklaces or something like that. But I want to make sure though that everybody is fully aware though, these new items and spells, they will not be included in my base mod. And I'm going to explain better during the sort of like the special that will probably most likely be a part of like, which will most likely be like after the script. Right? But for right now, the only thing that I can the only thing that I want to do is that like I want to make sure though that like if the community made the spell, it won't be directly tied to my mod at all. The only time that it will be removed from sort of like the community file is if the community and both me and the community are like, this spell is going to be really good for like, let's say the Dark King or the Dragon Lord or like, you know, one of the many characters that I have, right? Oh, I was talking about the different unique scripts that I have. Yeah. So I just remembered that now when I just mentioned unique spells. But yeah, like even so going back to that, like I've never seen somebody having like a very unique script that allows you to switch from your fame to infamy or even like going back and forth kind of thing. But like, I'm not quite sure like if these are actually unique or not though. But like the Fame and Infamy one, I've never seen that. I've seen scripts that like give infamy and fame, or at the very least, like what they'll do is that they'll drain your infamy all the way, or that they'll try and give your character like a clean slate kind of thing, remove all the fame and infamy. But I've never seen it try and take from the infamy to add it to the fame, or vice versa, right? So when I was thinking up the idea of everything, because I had 9 items that I needed to apply a script for. The battle regeneration, 1 for each stat, that is 3. Okay. Then I came up with the random defensive bonus, which I thought was a really good idea as well. So I chose that. I also liked how Servant of the Dawn mod at the end for its final thing was very helpful for when you don't want to deal with... I don't want to spoil too much of it, right? Is that a room portal? Charcadet could be there. Oh, thank you. But yeah, like... And then what was the other one? There was Speed, there was Influence, which is the one that sort of does what Servant of the Dawn does, but better. So there's that. What was the other thing, too? What's that? I think that's a jungle leaf. There's no structures. No, this is a room portal. There you go. Okay, but do I need to, like, level this out? Or is this fine? Yeah, those are jungle leaves. I love jungle leaves. But I'm trying to remember all the different, like, scripts that are there. I know there's the one that gives you the light, which was also unique. And I had to have a lot of help with that. And even just being able to come up with the comments kind of thing, that was also very difficult to do on my own, because I myself don't exactly understand how it works perfectly. This might not be a perfect ruined portal though, because I don't think anything will spawn here. Let me check the thing here. Is there a... Okay, so we have that. Okay. So it's a rare encounter. Is there a Cobblemon one to search for encounters? Is there one just to tell you? Nope, that's the spawn. Nope, I just want to... Check spawn, okay. / check spawn common? Is that what I'm looking for? I think you should be able to search for individual Pokemon, but it's fine. Wait, I'm still within the rune portal. Yeah, okay. So what if I go with ultra rare? Okay, I'm not seeing it here. Lower tier is 17%. That's actually pretty cool. Rare then? Gibble? Oh, I would love a Gibble. Okay, is this just telling me all the ones from this area or no? Okay, so Charcadet is actually a uncommon. Okay. So you're uncommon, and it is possible for it to spawn here. My question is where? And it also doesn't tell me about the other, like its evolutions, because they can also be found here as well. But yet I don't see it. Like it's nowhere in these areas, which is weird. Anyway, current locale. Save. Okay. And I think I need to go to here. Waypoint. Overworld. Name. This needs to be removed. Okay, well, I don't want that. All right. Craft lab. There we go. Okay. Still gotta patch that up. My bad. All right. Is that a match grab I own, or is that like a... Says it's a match grab I own, so... Who knows? Anyway. Yeah, so let's just go start storing stuff in here, I guess. Let's go very briefly over everywhere. Oh, in case anybody is wondering, why am I not labeling them with signs? Whenever you upgrade a one of these barrels, it technically changes the item, or changes the block. And by changing the block, it also technically removes everything from the block. So any signs that are technically attached to the block, it'll actually get rid of them. So yeah. I'm gonna go sleep. Let's go sleep. I know I don't have a spot for you, so we're just gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna go sleep. Okay. I know the Nether, it's supposed to be the fortress though, but like, I don't want to go back to the Nether, man. Especially to like another fortress. It's not... Everything is dying. I can already hear... Why are you looking at me like that? It's so creepy. Why does Diggers be looking at me like that? Like, you caught me and you're making me suffer. Oh, he was turning around so creepily. Got a lot of plants here. Oh, what happened here? Okay, are the birds, like, jumping on them kind of thing? Like, are they landing on top of them, breaking my crops? Because that's not fair. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, wait, yeah, I need to store all this other stuff, though. I should probably just store the tools first, though. Open them all up. Alright. Pickaxe, shears, sword. Seems about right. Sword inventory. Good job. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get rid of this inventory mod that I'm using, the inventory profiles thing. Because the things that I would use it for don't actually help. But what I can do is that there's a different one that sort of acts like Terraria's one, and I want to see if that one will work slightly better. Oops. What we're currently using. Okay, and then that has the food. You can go in there for now. Oh. Oh, I think this is just extra stuff. Yeah. And then that's just the backpack for that stuff. Okay. I definitely know I don't need any Pokeballs, so that's good. But I do have extras. That's good. I do have extra Pokeballs. Nice. TR. Let's see here. This one's empty. Okay, I'll throw the banner pattern in there. There's probably enough room in the shirred one. Actually, the shirred one's gonna get an upgrade anyway, so I could probably put banner patterns in there. But why bother, right? Like, why bother trying to create a new thing for that? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I gotta remember. Is it just right click? It's just right click, okay. Glowberry. Alright. Time to eat the bread. And I know that, like, at some point in the past, I did say, though, that, like, oh, once all the mods and data packs kind of thing update, we will just switch over to them. I think that everything has been updated perfectly, but because of the data pack that I do want to use eventually, which is the data pack that I have been working around with, is sort of still not in its most finished state. I kind of don't want to touch it just yet. Do I not have... Oh no, wait, the mint things are in one of the storages in here, aren't they? They're like up here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, we don't have any of that. Okay, good. Okay, you... Okay. Still nothing. Oh, I guess I could also put smithing templates and sherds together too. I'd rather wait until I can confirm that they are not going to be like fighting for like space kind of thing. Berry. Just in the lake. Another berry in here? Nope. No. And I know you have type boost. Is this... That's a focus band. That is not a type boosting. Third melt ice. Yep. Everstone is also an item that's not in here. I thought I had a lucky egg, though. Oh, was that on a Pokemon instead? Yeah, this is like so soothing to me. It's just like being able to like sort everything. It just feels so nice to me. I like it a lot. Sort inventory? Yeah, we'll sort the inventory. Why not? Okay, so I have the mint seeds, and I also have the mints in here. Awakening as well can go in there. Medicinal leak. I definitely gotta say though, like if the Cobblemon or if the Cobblemon devs are ever want to do something that's going to be really helpful for people, adding an item, or not just like any item though, but like adding something that acts or functions similarly to like a backpack would be like an amazing thing for them, and even they can make it look good or something like that with the Pokemon stuff. Make it act like a large chest, please. Don't try and make it act like a small chest kind of thing, because the amount of items somebody needs to pack in just to be able to do stuff like that, or to do anything, is too much. Like, in order for somebody to be able to have a good amount of equipment, you need a large one. You need a large, like, chest in terms of, like, space. Because, believe me, I've been playing Pokemon Ruby for the channel. Not just for fun or anything like that, just for the channel. And I gotta say, though, being restricted in the amount of space you can use to only a certain amount of spots, it's a luxury that I think I have taken... that I've taken advantage of, and I think everybody else has as well, since they've started doing that kind of thing. Because I've completely don't get me wrong, like I understand why why people think that like having a small chest of space is still pretty good though. But here's the thing though, like it's the matter of how much space it takes up though. Like look at this. Like with this mod, the sophisticated storages mod, I can have a small barrel, a 1 block, having enough room that 2 blocks would take up. And it's like, but the materials that it costs for it is much higher for such a thing. And while I would love to be able to just say, hey, I'm going to use this mod for Sancturia and all the other stuff, though, I don't want Sancturia to rely so much on mods. So that's why I'm not using it for that. But that's the thing, though. Mods are making it so easy for you to just say, you know what, I'm going to bend the rules a little bit and put it in there. And you want to know what the really sad part is? If I were to get rid of this mod, the sophisticated storages, though, all the items in them are gone. They're wiped. So it's like, I have to make sure that I take everything out first before I take off the mod. Because I think I had, before I even imported the... Was it the raft or was it something else? I tried to import something. I can't remember what it was. and all of a sudden, like, everything got deleted. Like, all the storages got deleted, and I'm like, no, like, I forgot. Like, I forgot to add the sophisticated storages mod, so everything was gone. I nearly lost everything. Thankfully, I had a backup of the world before I did that. It was a little bit out of date, but I was able to at least recover at least some of the items. And I was like, okay, I gotta make sure that I always keep this mod up to date and use it. Otherwise, I lose everything. And then I think from that day on, I just kept doing it. I just kept using it. Even for this series, though, like, it's an item that I gotta say, though, that, like, if I didn't have it, this series would be would almost break me in the amount of, like, items that I need. Because mods require you to have a lot of items. The problem with that is that they don't give you a lot of sort of, like, reason to go pick up those items, kind of thing. That's why I think for a mod kind of thing, starting out, it's fine, but some mods make it so, like, expensive to start out with that mod. And I find that a lot of mods, and this is just my opinion, don't go hating mods kind of thing, but, like, I find that a lot of them tend to want you to already have an established world and then play their mod kind of thing. Like, that's how they base a lot of their crafting recipes under, kind of thing, is that, like, oh, you've already had your world, you've already explored the Nether, explored the End, you've explored this other thing, like, here's a new dimension. Look at the Aether mod. If you want a good example of it. Aether mod is a great example for what I'm talking about. If you don't know what the Aether mod is, the Aether mod is sort of like beyond what the End actually was, pretty much. And even that mod was insane when it was being updated at the time. Like, even that one was insane. That one in particular, like, while it is a good mod, the items it required was ridiculous. It pretty much took the entire base game and said, yeah, your diamond equipment, that's nothing. Gotta use our equipment. Then it's like, oh, okay. Then it's like, oh yeah, you remember that diamond pickaxe? Yeah, that's useless. That diamond sword, you can toss it. It's not useful anymore. And it's like, what is going on here? And even the same idea with a lot of the other stuff too. Like, it was just like, yeah, you can toss that stuff. You don't need it anymore. It's like, excuse me? Because I remember trying the Aether mod with my really bad computer, really bad laptop, I think, at the time. And even then, I was shocked at how much, like I could barely even progress with it with an already established world. And, like, you expect me to start off with this world? Start off with this mod? No, I can't. The world is already difficult enough as it is, and you expect us to be able to, like, you know, do all that? I don't think so. That's very difficult to do. And there are a few mods that do it well. That do sort of, like, the balancing a little bit better than other mods, though. And this doesn't mean, like, oh, you can hate on you can hate on the Aether mod, like it's just a terrible mod, don't download. No, it's not that. It's just like some mods I feel like they're unnecessarily difficult for no reason. It's the same thing with like that I found out with certain Oblivion mods as well, and even like the way that like Sure AI does their games with Nehrim and what is it? It's Nehrim and like Enderal. Like they are unnecessarily difficult, and yet some of them don't really have sort of like that satisfaction that like you're doing something right. Like I was like while I'm playing Enderal though, like I feel like I'm making decent progress, and then the game just like kicks me down and goes, no, you're not doing very well. Look, that guy's about to kill you in like 2 seconds if you're not too careful. It's like I'm always on edge kind of thing, that like I might not be doing very well though, but yet in terms of like the original game that this mod is based off of, which is Skyrim, I would be on top of everything. Like I would be able to beat any enemy I even look at. Meanwhile, in Enderal, that's not happening. And it's like, okay, what's the difficulty spike? Like, why is it here? Like, of all things, like, why is it here? Like, what does this serve to prove? Like, does this create that difficulty that everybody's been asking for? And the funny thing is like, the difficulty of the Enderal that I'm playing, it's my normal Skyrim difficulty, which is Adept. I have played Skyrim in harder difficulties, and I've been sort of okay. It mostly depends on your beginning loot pool. And by that I mean like what enchanted items you will be able to get at the very beginning. That plays a huge part in how fast you can go up, which is insane. But for Enderal, everything gets turned upside down. Like everything literally gets turned upside down, and the only thing that I can say that like I am not 100% surprised about is the fact that like every time I go on Skyrim, I feel like turning it off, right? And I actually have a very good reason why this is like my new thing for it. I've gotten sick and tired of Skyrim. Before, when Skyrim first came out, I wasn't too impressed by it. Like I wasn't too like happy about it because it was taking over like Oblivion mods kind of thing, because like everybody's like, "Oh, Skyrim's the new game. Let's ditch Oblivion" kind of thing, right? And I was like, I don't want to play Skyrim. And, like people are just abandoning my favorite game, so I'm done with that. And then I found like some really good Oblivion mods later on. No, it's not that. What am I looking for here? It's not that, but it's like it's close to that. Okay, I just want the low one though. It's just wood around it. Okay. How do you make that again? Wooden planks. Okay. Okay. I need iron, don't I? Nope. Iron. Sure, I'll just grab a stack. Why not? No. There we go. You can have your iron back. You can have your wooden planks back. And you can have your stack, which will do that, which is awesome. And that will help out with the stacks in here at least a little bit. I should just go start teaching a lot of the Pokemon just new moves kind of thing. And especially with the TRs, because with TRs, they break. So they're much more useful into consuming when you can get a chance. Oh, and I'm sorry if I'm like all over the place with what I'm talking about, though. This usually happens with me. Like I lose my train of thought, and then like I have a new one that I want to talk about. Then something else changes. Then I have something else I want to talk about. I apologize for it, though. But it does make for some unique conversations, though. I don't know if I have pointed tripstone somewhere, though. I'll throw it in here for now. And these are all potion ingredients. Then we have soul sand as well. There we go. Okay. Yeah, they'll go in here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a bunch more of them, and I'm just gonna toss them in here. Because that makes more sense to me. Okay, so let's go and... I want to do something with this wall here, but I just don't know what I want to put, though. I'll throw this in here for now. Okay, I want to do more than that, so let's go and... Okay, hold on, okay. Okay, so you'll have the mint leaf. Then you will have the type boost. There's that. Okay, so let's see. So I want to do the stack upgrade for those two, and I want to do the stack upgrade for at least like one of these up here, I think, right? Like, do you guys... Oh, you guys do have the stack upgrade. Okay, so hold on. I'll take these stack upgrades because they're not being useful. I shouldn't say that. They are useful, they're just not being used properly. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go onto this. We're going to slide one of those. It's going to be useful. We're going to slide one of those. That's going to help out with that. And I think all of these go into the first one. Like this one. Oh. That's such a weird thing for it to go to. Okay. Okay. So where does this one... So where can I put this one that's going to be actually very helpful? I guess right there? Yeah, so those two, it's not very helpful. It's not really doing much of anything. For here, it's not doing anything either, but I definitely know for potions and such, that can go really crazy. Yeah, I'm just trying to take a look around. Okay. Let's see here. Is there one that's in... No, all of these have one already. Yeah. Okay. I definitely know one of these has like a bunch of arrows that can go into like a gold stack kind of thing. And I definitely want to start using like light blocks instead of like torches though, but we can't because that's a creative mode item. So I can't get that in survival, but I would love to have that. Just so that way though, like the place looks nicer than what it currently is. But yeah, okay, so let's start grabbing our TMs. The TRs, I should say. Yeah. Grab our TRs. Let's see here. So who can learn what, though, is the question. I'm going to take all these. I'm going to throw all those into my inventory. We're going to throw all these from my inventory. Okay, so let's see here. Ancient Power. I think Walking White can learn it. No? Can Ninetales learn it? No. Can... No, I don't think it can learn it. I wish it would just, like, actually tell me that it can't learn it so I can actually, like, just... What Lapras? Oh, you can just double-click them. Okay. I'm guessing Ninetales already has it learned. So let's see. Who could I actually teach it to, though? That are within this party of animals, pretty much. Jousting could be a very interesting mon with it. Nah. We'll toss Ancient Power in here. Nothing. Alright, Aurora Beam. I know you can probably learn it. Cannot be taught Aurora Beam. Huh? Okay. Cannot be taught Aurora... Okay, well, those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, Glenman might be able to learn it. Okay, so I definitely know Jellicent can. Okay, hold on, okay. Hang on there, buddy. Alright. Recall. Alright. Don't know where these guys are, though. But they're somewhere, apparently. Okay. I love the noise that it makes. I could try to see if Turtonator can learn it. I definitely should, like, bring, like, Larvesta with me. Jellicent, can you learn Aurora Beam? You cannot learn Aurora Beam. Then I'm at a loss at who can learn it, though. Honestly, I don't really care how everything is in terms of in here. I wanted to keep them all in the same general, like like when I obtained the Pokemon, because then at the very least though, like I can see where it is, but like I could obviously just go back into the video and just switch them around back to the way that they are, but it's fine. Maybe I should bring Larvesta with me so the Larvesta can get stronger. Okay. Roar Beam goes away. Alright. Next one on the list. Avalanche. Honestly, for Avalanche, I don't think... It's not that anybody... nobody can learn it. I'm sure I can find something. But, like, why? Like, I don't think there's a Pokemon that I want to teach. That Brutal Swing... few I can think of. Maybe you can? No? There you go. Crunch. Defog. Defog could be very interesting to have on Staraptor. But I think I'd rather give it to, like, Pidgey or something like that. Like, just a bond that I don't really care for that much. Dive. Don't we have a physical water type? And Magikarp would be amazing with it, because then when it's a Gyarados, you could make full use of it in a sense, but I'll give it to Jellicent. Dream Eater, Jellicent again. You know what, I should probably just grab more than one, though. Or just start, like, tossing all those. Okay, let's see here. I could probably teach you Hail, Surf. Probably learn Nasty Plot, too. But I want to see something. You probably don't know Surf. Hang on. No, you don't. But you know Muddy Water, which is very interesting. But you don't know Surf. Alright. Oh, you don't need to actually write it. Well, you don't need to do it again. Like, you don't need to... You can just right-click and I'll teach it. You can't learn Nasty Plot? That's interesting. It seems like a move that you would be able to learn. I know Glimmet can learn it, I think. You cannot teach... What? Okay. Turtonator, maybe? Turtonator can benefit from it. I think it's a special attacker. Yeah, you already know Nasty Plot. I mean, if you can learn it, that'd be awesome, but I don't think so. I think I tried that. No? Yeah, because I think Walking Away can't learn, like, some moves kind of thing. I mean, I could probably just try and see, like, who in my team can learn it. Like, can learn moves first, and then just, like, these guys get, like, second pickings kind of thing. So let's see here. Stealth Rock? I don't think anybody can learn that. Shockwave, Sledge Bomb. Hone Claws. I kind of wish that, like, there was sort of like a smart system in place. Flash cannon would have been very nice. No? I think you can learn some of these moves at least. Should be able to learn Flash Cannon, yep. No? Can't learn Home Claws? Alright. Well, Heat Wave might be a potentially very interesting move to have. And none of these look like they would be very good. I mean, Reflect might be potentially very nice, though, but, like... It's not a move that I would, like, go straight to, like, a TM, like, marketplace kind of thing and go pick up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something like I would just, like, drop everything and go straight to the Pokemart and just go buy it. Terra Blast could be potentially very helpful. And Thief. Thunder Punch. Toxic Spikes. No. Boom. You can learn that, right? No? You can learn Thief, though. I know you can learn that, but I think... Lapras, maybe, would benefit from this. Thunder Punch. Could have swore Rillaboom can learn it. Thought Rillaboom can learn it. Anyway. Okay, that's about all the TRs for the most part. For my team. I'll throw the torch in here. I'll go Glimmet. I'll go with Reverum, Tinkatink, Fletchling, and Jellicent. Okay, so let's try and get everybody out here. Okay. Really? That's so strange. I could have swore Clement could learn it. Anyway, Aurora Beam. None of you can learn it. Okay. Well, I mean, if one of these is able to learn it, good job. Good job. Endure. Good job. Fire Spin. Really? Fletchling can learn that. That's interesting. You can Fling. Good. Frustration. You can have that. Home Claws. Surprise Diggersby can learn that. Mud Bomb. What? So weird. Okay, what about Mud Slap then? Really interesting. Nasty Plot. One of these should be able to learn it. No? Weird. Anyway. Really? The Jellicent can't learn Nightmare. Fascinating. Quash. Come on, one of you's got to learn one of these moves. Reflect, you can have it. Round, you can have it. Sand Tomb, you can have it. Scary Face. Interesting, okay. Sludge Bomb. Snatch. Oh, okay. Solar Beam. No? This is so strange. Nope. Okay, take it, learn. Nice. Steel beam. You can have it. Struggle bug. No? Swagger. You can also learn takedown. No? Thunder punch. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Okay. He's a little laggy. I'm like trying to send them all out, and yet I'm not even being able to do anything. Okay. Ancient power. Oh, come on, Larvesta. You can so learn it. You just don't want to. There you go. Aurora beam. Somebody's whistling outside. Getting a bit annoying out there. Alright. Hurry up. No. Well, I know the rest of the game. Learn it. Fire spin. Yeah. Home claws. Aladdin. Okay, good. Mud bomb. No? Okay. What's that? Yeah, Ariama. Alright. Nasty plot. Aww. Nope. Kind of figured you guys wouldn't be able to learn that. Alright. Nightmare. I think out of these Pokemon, maybe you? No? Okay. Quash? No? Okay. Nope. Snatch? No? Nobody wants to snatch any items. I'm guessing that's what it does. Might be wrong. Solar Beam. Struggle Bug. Already knows Struggle Bug. That's a new message haven't seen yet. There you go. Okay, cool. That's that. Okay, how about this stuff? Alright. Endure. You can learn Endure. So Snatch. Solar Beam. Oops. There you go, you can have that. Swagger. Takedown. You can have that. Torment. Come on, one of you wants to torment the enemy. Right? Come on, Ferrothorn. There we go. I'm pretty sure one of the original Pokemon I took out probably could have learned it. I think Revavroom could have learned Toxic Spikes. No. Oh wait, no, I already... Nah, you know what, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we're all gonna try and... There we go. Okay. Ancient Power. Nope. Okay. Aurora Beam. Nope. Avalanche. Nope. Mud Bomb. Nope. Nasty Plot. Surprised. Okay. Nightmare. Nope. Quash. Nope. Snatch. Nope. Struggle Bug. Nope. Torment. Nope. Snatch again. Nope. Okay. So that means all these TRs I've already used up. Oh, this is the other area I wanted. I wanted the thing. So this. Yeah. Okay. Only 2? Oh, substitute, I have 3 of them. Wow. Close combat. This is very interesting. Alright. Alright, Magic Card. Like, our team is freaking stacked, man. We got 2 level 70s, and we have, like... And the rest of them are about, like, 45, pretty much. Like, average is about 50. It's amazing to see. I should probably have, like, a barrel around here instead that, like, will contain... Like, have one, like, stashed under here. Something like that that'll have, like, hose for me to use so I can just, like, go and... do the thing with them. Alright, we're gonna go sleep. I wonder if it's time of day as well for the spawns. You know what? Let's go change the spawn or the thing for the raft lab. All right, edit. Let's go 65 for this, and let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so where is it trying to put me at though? Yeah, like where is it trying to put me at? Oh, it's trying to put me here. Okay. Okay. So 65 was the right one. Okay. $5.39. Okay. So we grab this. We go to waypoints. Go to this. 5:39. Save. Teleport. We end up back here. Perfect. That's like exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we want all this stuff back into the backpack. Also stash the potions in there because we don't really need them right now. Wait, where did the revival herbs go? Weren't they like right here? Oh no, where did they go? Did I put them in my backpack? I didn't. Oh, that's not good. I don't know where I put them. Crap. I don't know where I put them. Did I put them in here by accident? No? No. Maybe I put them outside. Hopefully I did. If not, they are like in here then. Nope. Yeah, they're in here. Okay. Oh, cool. A lot of them have already grown. Okay, are you ready to go? No. Yeah, I'll grab a hoe really quick. I'll go do my plant stuff. Okay, does this actually ruin... Will this actually ruin the plant or no? No, no one even let me do it. Even though I'm on it. Alright. Cool. I'll just leave it in here for now. Is that mature? Yep. Cool. And let's see here. We'll head back to that area after I'm done chopping this stuff off. There we go. Alright, follow. We're going to go to current locale, which will be on the bottom of this. Teleport. There you go. I want to take a look around, though, at least. Like, just in case there's, like, a better location. And what is this as well? No, it's another ruins thing. It's a Gimmicool ruins. A Gimmicool chest. That's actually a Gimmicool. And it's dead. Bye, Gimmicool. I probably can make a golden go if I actually catch a Gimmicool. Got a TR, nice. All right. Oh. Cool. Ow. Wee. Trying to get a good lay of the land kind of thing, and maybe we'll find like a better location. Wee. Nope. I don't want to do it all. Okay, so we don't drown. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, maybe when Cobblemon writing becomes like a part of the mod itself, maybe there'll be like a better way to improve it. Like what I mean is like make it so that like I can actually like change the stats of certain Pokemon. So like some Pokemon are faster than other ones. Because I would love to make like my Lapras be like zooming kind of thing. Or if it's like Minecraft horses, where it's based off of the one you find. Wait, is this a TM? No, Shaw, that's awesome. I found a TM for double team. Probably already have one. Oh, in my luck, I do. Ninjas, cool. Yeah, I don't want to go too far, though. But yeah, so what I want to do for any of my Minecraft series is kind of thing, like between like Cobblemon, Pixelmon, and even like Circuitcraft kind of thing, or as is going to be rebranded as is a different series entirely. I want them all to use one data pack that I'm going to be monitoring and managing. And the reason why I want them all to sort of use it is because of the fact that like it's going to be like very helpful for us down the line, because especially for servers, because like that's the one thing I can definitely tell you right off the bat though. As a server person kind of thing, or as a person who is running a server kind of deal though, like servers do get pretty big though rather quickly. And that's something though that like I have to worry about. What? No way. Well then, if I can fly on it, that'll be our new flyer. No shot, we find a Zapdos. I don't know, out of the three though, Zapdos was never really my favorite though. I remember playing Pokemon Stadium and like Articuno was like my favorite. And I think it was, what was it, Coliseum, I think? Coliseum made me with the Articuno. But I love Suicune in it. I love the Suicune that you can get. It had like surf or something like that on it, and it was amazing animation with Suicune. It was awesome. God, I want to play Coliseum for the channel so badly. Just have my love for it again. I've had a bad experience with I never got the Entei, I don't think. I don't think I ever got lucky with the Entei. I know for Suicune I did. I was so happy. And this was during the time where I didn't have good, I don't want to say good manners. I didn't have good save mentality. So I didn't save after I caught the Suicune, and I journeyed through the game a little bit farther. So, and then for some odd reason, as a kid, I thought that saving was not really needed if you can just leave the console running, but just turn off the TV. So at that point, I got something happened. I must have made somebody angry, and they turned off my console or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. And so I lost that Suicune, and when I tried to go for it the second time, I couldn't, and so out of desperate panic, I made a feint. And then you get the third one, Raikou, a little bit later on in the game at some point, and then I started using Raikou the whole time. And then the game gives you, I think, a second chance for the ones you missed, and I tried to get the Entei and Suicune again, but like I couldn't. and I wasn't using Pokeballs. The problem with Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness is that the only way for you to get money is by trainers, and it has limited trainers. No. Come on. I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, take it down in, like, one shot. That's why I'm not fighting them. That's why I'm not fighting it. And we can get lucky. I got Zamazenta in, like, the first try, I think, or something like that. Or was it Zacian? It was one of them. I threw one Pokeball and I caught it immediately, and I'm like, then what's the point? And I caught Walking Wake without having to fight it, I don't think. And plus with Zapdos, I can teach a Thunder Wave and I can make capturing Pokemon much easier. So we don't have to do this. Come on. I will defeat you. Don't think I won't fight you. I will. I'll take you on one shot with my Lapras. Actually, for the last 10, I'll see what I can do. Nope. Ah, okay. Nope. Alright, one more and I'll send Lapras out, and then I'll just see if I can weaken it. Oh, I do have Lapras out. Nice. Okay, fine. Walking Wake then. Dragon Rush or Dragon Pulse? You know what? Hydro Steam. Well, if you're gonna waste time then... It's not gonna do anything. Come on. Come on, Zapdos. You know you want to stay in there. Can I still eat food while in battle? Yeah, I can. Oh, yeah. Alright, Zapdos, destroy that Walking Wake. Yeah! So I was like, wait, what? Why is my trainer throwing a Pokeball at me? Oh, come on, man. I don't want to hit it, and then this was like a low roll, right? So... You know what? I can risk it. I can risk it. Hydro Steam again. Of course, now use Detect. And I'm paralyzed? Okay. Yay. You do that, buddy. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, alright. Now you're at red. You should be easier to catch now. You're still being a little bit fussy about staying in, aren't you? Oh. I'll go with Xilestar. Catch. I don't think there's anything you can do that'll take out Xilestar in like one shot or something like that. Come on. Oh, what? Oh, okay, they did. I was gonna say, I aimed for its little legs. I aimed for its feet. Oh, hello, boom. I don't think it has a flying type move. It hasn't used it yet. Where'd you get the drum, buddy? Drum looks really cool, buddy. Alright. Last Pokeball. Where'd you get the drum? It's pretty cool. Okay. You're now a jerk. Alright. Bye, Slam. Look at a magnet? Yo, that looks actually pretty cool. Alright. Alright. Charge faster. Oh my word. Charge faster. Is it dependent on the time of day? Because if it is, that's actually kind of weird. Still can't believe I got a TM. Alright. That's about it. That's about all I really want to do for now. So, yeah, next time I'll see if I can get Charcadet. I'll even try doing it off screen. Or at least, like, see if that will even, like, spawn the Charcadet. If not, yeah. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Cobblemon adventures.